Whenever the names Hiroshima and Nagasaki are mentioned, Tsutomu Yamaguchi instinctively comes to the mind. Call it fortunate or unfortunate, he was the only recognized person to have survived both bombings in Japan. A resident of Nagasaki, Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima where he was working on an oil tanker project for his employer Mitsubishi Heavy Industries when the city was bombed at 8:15 in the morning on August 6, 1945. An American B-29 bomber dropped a uranium gun-type bomb called Little Boy on the city. His family, wife and an infant were waiting impatiently for him at Nagasaki. Despite his wounds, he returned to Nagasaki the next day and went for work on August 9, the day of the second bombing. He took shelter in an air raid shelter before moving to his hometown. He faced the ordeal of explaining the entire scenario to his boss and was berated crazy when the Nagasaki bomb named Fat Man detonated. "I thought the mushroom cloud had followed me from Hiroshima," was what Yamaguchi mentioned to the media. His family had also survived the second bombing, but the radiation took serious toll on his health. Slowly, he recovered and went on to live a pretty normal life before dying out of stomach cancer on January 4, 2010 at the age of 93. On March 24, 2009, the government of Japan officially recognized his presence in both the bombing sites and named him as Nijyu Hibakusha, or twice bombed person. He opened up about these experiences only in the 2000s when he wrote a memoir and spoke about nuclear disarmament before the United Nations. Several records and testimonials state that there were up to 165 people who survived both the attacks, but Yamaguchi remains the only one recognized by the government. He wrote a book about his experiences as well as a book of poetry in his 80s. He was invited to take part in a 2006 documentary about 165 AA bomb survivors called Twice Survived the Doubly Atomic Bomb of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which was screened at the United Nations.